Good morning. It's Wednesday, October 26th. Almost made it all of our way through this month of October. There is a beautiful shot of the covered bridge. You can see a little bit of snow coming down. I know it was a little surprising for me and my little puppy Hope when she went out today to go to the bathroom and explore. She got to get into her first snowfall. So that was a lot of fun to watch that. Well, today we've got a great show for you. Thank you for tuning in. And famous birthdays on this date, October 26th, Seth MacFarlane, Keith Urban, Rita Wilson, and Hillary Clinton. So I bet at this very moment, Bill probably has his saxophone out and is playing her happy birthday song. So happy birthday to all those celebrities, and if today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. Some important things that happened on this date. In 1954, Chevrolet unveiled its V8 engine. In 1984, the movie Terminator was released, and in 1993, the Carolina Panthers were introduced into the NFL as an expansion team. So some important things that happened back then, and today it's important that you've tuned in to us to learn about what we've got going on in the show today. We've got In the Community, where Maddie and I will talk about everything out there still to do before those ski slopes open. And we have some guest Colby from Alpine Pizza Company, and then of course Chris from Ski Town All-Stars. We'll talk a little bit about the weather, those snow flurries that are coming down, and without further ado, Maddie, tell us a little bit about what's happening in our local weather.
Thanks so much, Kevin. We do have a winter weather advisory taking place from today until tomorrow morning, so just be prepared for that as you're getting out there on those roadways. We have increased chances of precipitation, 33 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 43, 80% chance of snowfall, so bringing 2 to 4 inches from these snow showers. Now we are expecting to see winds come out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour throughout the course of today. As we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see it's very possible that we're going to see snow throughout the course of all day. Maybe a little bit of rain when we see that high temperature take place. So just be prepared for all of that throughout the course of today. Now there is thunder possible with some of this precipitation that we're going to see. Now as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, that low pressure system really sitting above Eagle County, kind of skipping over Denver, 57 degrees, mostly cloudy skies down in Denver, 43 in Vail, 45 in Avon, 47 in Eagle. Increased chances of precipitation in Vail and Avon, decreased just slightly down in Eagle. Now as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 18 degrees is our overnight low, 80% chance of precipitation, 4 to 8 inches possible overnight, and that's where that winter weather advisory is really taking place. So be careful out on those roadways. We are expecting winds to come out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow, another increased chance of precipitation. This is going to taper off as we approach the evening though, so these snow showers will come to an end tomorrow. Then we are going to see that sun make its way back out, and we're going to enjoy those warmer temperatures as they make our way to our valley. 50 degrees by Friday, and it's just going to linger in the high 40s throughout the rest of the weekend. If you're getting out there to do anything, just be prepared for this kind of crazy shift in weather that we're seeing right now. We want to thank Lamina Jewelers for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping, whether you want some fine fossils and minerals or some beautiful jewelry, they're your one-stop shop for all you need. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
I've been helping homeowners improve their home for a lot of years. They think it's intimidating, but it actually can be a lot of fun.
And we're here to help.
Here you go.
Dad's the expert, but I've learned a few things along the way.
Practical, realistic home improvement information is what today's homeowner is all about.
There's nothing like turning your house into your home, and that's what we help you do every week.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Flashback on Vail Valley. Hard to keep a secret when you are getting interviewed on TV8. We're taking a look back in time at vintage TV8 segments. If you'd like any more information or to see any more vintage or classic cuts from TV8, check out tv8vail.com. Taking a look back in time right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. One of the things that TV8 here likes to experience, enjoy, and celebrate is some of the openings of local businesses. Now, one of them over in Vail was opened about 2 years ago. They're celebrating their anniversary right when the COVID thing was going on and off, and it is called Bad Kitty Lounge. It's a place that Maddie and I hung out, have a great time there. So let's take a look and see what's going on at Bad Kitty Lounge.
Vail has a great nightlife, and it's only getting better as we have an expansion into some great new bars like the Bad Kitty Lounge. And I'm standing here with one of the owners, Brandon. Good morning, and thank you for meeting us here bright and early.
Thanks for having me.
We're excited to be here only because you guys are new to the operation, and it's a ton of fun to come in here and grab a cocktail.
Yeah, we like to have a good time in here. We're more focused on having good times than anything else. We can make pretty much any type of cocktail you're looking for. We have pretty extensive back bar with probably one of the bigger whiskey and tequila selections around. I don't think we compare the Segundo, but we like the good stuff. And yeah, basically like to have fun, but don't like to take it too seriously.
And you guys are new, so you haven't been open for more than 3 years right now, but you're in such a great location, and the ambiance and the atmosphere is what makes this place different from anywhere else you can go out in Vail.
Yeah, so we're located at, it's 227 Bridge Street is our address. We're on Bridge Street right below 10th Mount Whiskey. It's kind of hidden, but not really once you know where it is. And yeah, we just like to run around and have a good time. We're going to be 2 years old October 23rd, so we're going to put together some type of anniversary party. We're not quite sure. The first one we themed like a 1-year-old's birthday party and had one of our employees dress up as a baby with a big old cake and looking like it was their first birthday and eating sugar for the first time. So we're looking to do something like that and just kind of have fun and celebrate being around 2 years. We somehow made it through COVID, and that was fun for now.
I was actually here for the first birthday party, and it was a ton of fun because watching that whole thing transpire put a smile on everyone's face. I was giggling so hard I was snorting, which is not my finest hour, but it was a really good time.
Yeah, we just it kind of is the definition of how we try to go about things. We think about everything on the front end and try to not take it too seriously on the back end and just have a good time with it.
And then, of course, you guys have some signature cocktails. So let's talk about some of the signature drinks that you guys make here and how you created these cocktails.
So our signature cocktail is kind of the irony of this place. When we started, when we first opened with COVID, we started without a menu because we only had a capacity of 6 people. We wanted to create an experience for everybody that came in here. So whoever would come in here, we'd talk to you and figure out with you of what you wanted to drink instead of you ordering something that had a list of ingredients off a menu. We've made numerous menus, but that's kind of continued with the more experienced vibe and more intimate vibe with a smaller space. So we still don't have a menu, but the signature cocktail is, so to speak, what you'd like in that moment, whether that's a Miller Lite and a shot of whiskey or anything that we can, make up or whatever. It's just fun cocktails, and we just use fresh ingredients, we use quality ingredients for everything, and just try to make it a nice experience for everyone.
Which it is a nice experience, especially when you come in here and you can give them the specifics. So I like my drinks tequila, and I'm normally like a tequila soda with lime. So I always let you guys add that special twist to it to make it so it's not too sweet, it's not too bitter, but it's like the perfect in between, and you guys always do such a good job.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we just try to make it fun, not take it too seriously, and make sure everybody feels welcome.
Which is really cool. And so what was the inspiration of kind of the decor in here? It gives off that 70s more speakeasy vibe.
Yeah, so we wanted to kind of, speakeasy is kind of the opposite of what we wanted to go, but we wanted it to be a comfortable place where, for lack of a better term, everything was Instagrammable. So pretty much all of the features of the bar, a lot of them are going to be something that people want to take pictures of. It's the best marketing you can get is people taking pictures and posting it on their Instagram. We're not really trying to push our marketing. We're trying to do more of a grassroots kind of really interact with the community and build up from the ground instead of trying to, blast people with all that. So that was kind of our intention with it. And yeah, it was kind of a mid-century modern, what feels nostalgic to you. Like we have the wood panel wall over there, something that like so many people walk in and they're like, oh, that was my grandmother's basement in Florida, or like whatever, like it just doesn't have the smell. And we're like, good, it doesn't have the smell. But like we just try to, every component always had something that, brought back some kind of memory to you, from like the little bumper we have on the bar. We have, our bar top is literally Formica. It's the cheapest surface you can buy. But it also looks like something that is familiar. It slides glass as well, of like just little components that are functional yet create and catch like memories to your eye.
Which is something that's so important, because these nostalgia moments are something that make everyone so happy. Like the clock, the cat clock on the wall back there, always puts a smile on my face, because it makes me think of going to like old diners in small towns that I've lived in the past, which then I'm always just like, oh, like to go back to that moment as a small kid.
Yeah, and that was a great gift from the Hoffman family, which are some locals around here, that they gave us on the day we opened. But it was, again, just one of those things that they're like, your bar's name is Bad Kitty Lounge. It needs this clock at it. But yeah, it's just the little fun things that you walk in and see, and you're like finding, some type of connection to the space, more than like, yes, anybody can create a bar where it's like, here's a drink. How do we actually create an environment and a community that people actually want to come back to instead of just drinking at?
Which makes it really fun. And every time I've come in here, you guys always have a great turnout of a crowd, just because it's a fun place to come. It's a fun place to hang out. You've got great cocktails, you've got a great ambiance, and you've got a great staff that really do make you feel welcomed and like you should be in here enjoying your drinks. Yeah,
the biggest thing you can say out of that is the staff. Our staff is what creates the like heart of this place and creates the vibe. Another big thing that we wanted to intentionally do was have a smaller space. When you have a bigger space, you need to make it feel smaller at times, because it's so big and it'll feel like lonely. But no matter if there's only like 5 people in here, it still doesn't feel huge and by yourself. So we intentionally kind of had it, luckily people are showing up to it, but intentionally we had it to where we would have people in here and it would never feel stuffy, and there was still little sections that you could hang out with your friends in groups, but also you're feeling like it's the same group at times as well.
Which I love, and that's one of my favorite things about coming in here, is I feel like you come in here, you get to see all of your friends, all of your local people, and you get to meet some great new people, whether you're sitting at the bar or just kind of mingling around. It's a really fun place to hang out. And so what are your guys' hours of operation currently?
We are currently, so for off-season, going from now until probably December 10th, we'll be open from at least 5 until midnight, and then once probably December 10th or December 15th, we'll roll into 5 p.m. until at least 1.
Which is incredible, because it brings that nightlife that we all know and love here in our community back to life, especially as you're keeping those later hours of operation. Now, my final question to you is, what was the inspiration behind the name, the Bad Kitty Lounge?
The inspiration behind the name, one of my good friends and I growing up would always say it to each other. And we called it, I forgot. We went to a hockey game and we called it some entertaining name of like experimental drinking, but it was like brainstorming. I forget what the name was now. I'll think of it in 2 seconds. But so we went to a Yeti game, which whatever it is now, but we went to a Yeti game and we were just all saying really dumb things back and forth to each other and had a couple drinks. And one of our bartenders, Michael, said to me, he's like, why don't we call it Bad Kitty? You say that all the time. And I'm like, all right, and then like kind of brought it around to everybody else, and like everybody's like, no, and then like 3 days later, everybody's like, okay, let's go with that. So it just kind of was one of those like organic, natural things of kind of how we're trying to like build the bar up, of just us saying silly things to each other and having a good time, but like not taking it too seriously.
Which we love because you can definitely feel that when you come in here. It's such a great place to come and hang out. Brandon, thank you so much for giving us this time this morning, chatting with us and letting us experience the bar in kind of a different light.
Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, it's weird to have the lights all the way up.
Make sure that if you're looking to run around Vail, you come check out the Bad Kitty Lounge. It's a fun place to grab a nice cocktail and just experience the small town atmosphere that comes with it, that homey feeling that you guys have brought to life here. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Hi, my name is Tegan Davis with the Eagle Valley Library District, inviting you to get a library card at any of our branches, Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum Public Libraries. If you're a visitor, a full-time resident, or just here for work, you can get a library card just by stopping in and bringing your photo ID. With your library card, you can check out anything in our libraries as well as our online collection. For more information, please visit evld.org.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day than with Good Morning Vail Crew. Get your news, sports, weather, dining, community events, and so much more. We'll start your morning off right at 7 a.m. And now you can find us 7 days a week. You bring the coffee, we'll bring the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or watch us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. This is my favorite time of the morning where we get to talk about all of the things that are happening in and around our community.
We talked about this yesterday. Every part is your favorite part.
I know. It's hard when you love a lot of things to dislike anything, you know?
Well, and it's fun to talk about the events that are going on in the community, especially a couple of them that are coming up that are really important.
Really important, and we just have such a wide span of diversity of events that you can participate in. And so there's always something from learning to being supported in the community to just getting to have some fun.
Right. So one of the events that we have coming up that is not just educational, inspirational, and out there for some self-help, self-care, but it's Speak Up, Reach Out.
Yes, and they're such a wonderful nonprofit here in our community. They do such a good job to make sure that everyone feels supported no matter what trials and tribulations they are now experiencing in their life.
Right. They're going to have a number of speakers tomorrow talking about their personal encounters, experiences, struggles with life. And as we talked about a little bit yesterday and we'll get into today, the holiday seasons coming up sometimes are a little more difficult on some people than others.
Especially here because we have such a strong workforce that a lot of people don't get to take that time off of work and go home to their families. And so it's important that if you're one of those people that you know you have such a solid foundation of a community to be around you, to support you, and to really just stand by your side, that way you never feel alone.
And we talk about that in our community all the time, how strong it is. All the big events that take place are because we've got such a strong network of volunteers and individuals that are here to make things happen.
Which is absolutely incredible. So this event, This Is My Brave, is happening tomorrow night at the Riverwalk Theater. You can go online, you can buy your tickets, and it's just going to be really cool because they're bringing in some very unique people, and you can follow them on their social media to see the little background stories that they're giving from each person. But the gentleman that they have emceeing the event, he is such an inspiration to our community, and he works really hard to push the message of people getting over the struggle of addiction.
Right. It's an event Maddie and I will be at, so don't forget to stop by and say hello.
Yes, so this is one of my favorite things to get out there and do. Now, if you're looking for something other than that to do tomorrow night, kicking off tomorrow is a really fun way to entertain yourself and get into the spooky season.
Yeah, the VVTC, the Vail Valley Theater Company, is putting on another one of their very famous performances.
This is going to be a ton of fun, only because they're bringing such an amazing group of people together who are going to perform in this. And so they did auditions. I want to say they did them back in like August. Like these people have been working really hard to bring this show to life. And so the Rocky Horror Show is taking place, and I am so excited.
Yeah, they're going to have little cutaway segments of some of the favorite, obviously, Rocky Horror Picture Show. I know Beetlejuice is going to be there. Some other performances are going to be intertwined. Now, the VVTC has been around since 1987. So they've been providing the Valley all this fun. You get tears, you get excitement from all their performances. And it's a nonprofit, and $20 donations will make you a member of the Vail Valley Theater Company.
Which it's that simple.
Yeah.
And there's going to be 3 nights of shows. So if you can't make it tomorrow night, well, then maybe you're looking for something to do on Friday night or Saturday night. It's going to continue for the next 3 days, kicking off tomorrow, which is going to be a ton of fun. So make sure that you go online and you buy your tickets, because I think we're also going to be at that.
We are going to be there too. So go to vailtheater.org. and you can see all of the things that they've got planned, some of the upcoming performances, some of the past performances that they've done too. But get in there, get your tickets for this event. It should be a lot of fun down there at Route 6.
It should be a lot of fun, and the best part is I guarantee if you're a local here in the community, you know someone in this cast.
Absolutely.
Which makes it even more fun, because then you're out there supporting your friends, your colleagues, and just the incredible community members that we have here. Now, something else you can do on Friday night if you're looking to get all dressed up and have some fun is they're doing spooky karaoke at Loaded Joe's here in Avon.
So dressed up, you mean costume-wise?
Yes.
Okay. What are you going to dress up as?
I can't tell you. I can't tell you because I don't know.
Okay, we've got to make a decision, but that's great. Loaded Joe's is always a great place to hang out. You throw in a little costumes and a lot of fun, and it's going to be an epic event.
Yes, and now some other things that we want to touch base on is there's still some programs, and by some I mean one program happening through the Vail Symposium, and this is a really important program. If you've had any concerns about what's going on in our community, this is the state of the Valley. So they're bringing in experts in the community to just chat about some of the big things that we have here: workforce housing, childcare, transportation. Wherever you see these issues lying, well, they're going to confront them at this State of the Valley.
Yeah, this is one of those that really hits home and kind of tells us what's happening here. We know we had Chris Romer on about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, talking about the importance of transportation along with the housing. Everything is kind of interlinked in order to get the workforce that we need to support a world-class destination.
100%, and this is just a solid way to get all of the information, and then of course ask questions. The best part about the Vail Symposium is they do that Q&A at the end where you can really get to chat directly with the speaker, ask your questions, and then get really just like the most raw version of the answer that you're possibly going to get.
Right, so take a deep dive, see what's happening here at home by this Vail Symposium program.
Yes. Now, some other things that we just want to get you excited for. We are only 16 days away from Vail Mountain opening. And as I said that, our cameraman started dancing behind the camera because we are all so excited. The snow in the forecast has brought the hype level up a notch.
Another thing that you're going to be able to tell people is how to properly do the snow dance, whether it's wearing one sock or putting a crayon in the freezer, all those little things to get that snowfall to start generating.
Yeah, the superstitions for the snowfall are real. So, of course, the classic, do the snow dance. Take a white crayon, put it in your freezer, freeze it. It's a good omen. Take a spoon, put it in your freezer, then put it under your pillow at night, which seems weird. Sleep with one sock on, sleep with your pajamas inside out. Walk around your dining room table backwards 3 times, chanting, "Let it snow." My personal favorite is creating a snowball, putting the snowball in my freezer, and then just like absolutely going wild in the snow with my dog. I feel like that's our good omen.
I wondered why you never had any spoons at your house. Now I know where they're at.
They're all in the freezer. We're getting geared up for winter time by bringing the excitement. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to take another look at that local weather forecast and the road report, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
In the heart of the Vail Village, on the corner of One Willow Bridge Road, across from Solaris, is Lamina Jewelry. We have one of the largest selections of designer, fine, and fashion jewelry in the Vail Valley. In addition to our unique and one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces, we have museum-quality fossils and minerals that you truly have to see to believe. We pride ourselves on our customer service and knowledge of your pieces. Come in as a customer, leave as a friend.
If you're looking for local sports coverage around Vail Valley, we've got you covered right here on The Scoreboard, where you can find exclusive sit-down interviews with some of the top athletes in all of Vail, Colorado. You can also count on The Scoreboard for live event coverage of the biggest sporting events going on all year long, ranging from the biggest high school matchups to the most popular recreational competitions. Make sure to watch on TV8 Vail every Tuesday and Friday at 6 and 10 p.m. or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake! It's fake!
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to TV8's Good Morning Vail. Let's take a look at that local weather forecast for today. We are expecting increased chances of precipitation and throughout the course of today. So we are in that winter weather advisory, meaning that you have to be really safe out there on those roadways. Give yourself extra travel time if you're making your way out and about. 33 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 43, 80% chance of snowfall. Snow showers are likely, accumulating 2 to 4 inches possible throughout the course of today. Now winds coming out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour. As we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that snow is going to take place throughout the course of today. We might see a little bit of break in the snow, bringing us some rain later into this afternoon. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver are nice and warm, 57 degrees. Looks like they're just going to see a little bit of cloud coverage, no real chance of precipitation down there. 43 degrees in Vail with an 80% chance of precipitation, 45 in Avon, continuing with that 80, decreasing just a little bit as we make our way west towards Eagle. 70% chance of snowfall, 47 degrees is the high down there. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 18 degrees is our overnight low, continuing with an 80% chance of precipitation. Snow showers throughout the evening, bringing anywhere from 4 to 8 inches of accumulated snowfall. Winds slightly shifting directions coming out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow, increased chance of precipitation taking place in the morning. Now, this chance of moisture is going to taper off as we approach sunset, so we are going to see that winter weather advisory continue into tomorrow. 60% chance of snowfall, morning snow. 37 degrees is the high, but temperatures warming up by Friday. 50 degrees, beautiful sunshine, and then that's going to remain throughout the weekend and early into next week. So if you are getting out there to do anything today, just be careful on those roads and continuing into tomorrow. Let's take it over to Kevin to talk more about the road report.
Yes, Maddie, definitely be careful out on those roadways. The overpasses and bridges are snow-covered, slick, and hazardous. And with that weather warning that's out there, just take a little bit of extra time to get where you need to go. A couple tips that you need to abide by is make sure you've got good windshield wipers and windshield wiper fluid. If you've got ice on the windshield of your car, don't go out and just scrape a postcard size hole to look through. Make sure you've got good visibility to get out there to get where you need to be. Also, tires. Make sure that the tire tread on your car is appropriate for the needs. Now, I know myself in going out and getting new tires for my truck, tires are scarce, so you've got to order them in advance. So this is a little preview of what's to come. Make sure you get out there, you get your tires ordered, you get them on your car so you're safe, sound, and get where you need to be. Now, you can see on the highway right now, it is snow covered, and it is still coming down, especially over in that Vail Valley area, up over the pass. A lot of snow still coming down, so be careful. And as the winds, if they pick up a little bit, it's going to cause that drifting and make things even worse. You can go to codot.gov, get some tips, driving instructions, and kind of look where the highways may be closed or there may be issues. There still is quite a bit of construction up over that pass, so you've got to slow it down, give those highway workers a little extra space so they can get done what they need to do before we get into the full ski season with all the traffic coming up here to the mountains. We all want you to be safe here at TV8, so just take a little extra time, be safe, cautious, and get from point A to point B so you can view us every day here on TV8. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun & Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun & Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. One of the things we like to do is celebrate those local businesses, especially those that are fairly young starting out and are making a lot of progress. I am here with Alpine Pizza. You just won an award.
I did. I just won Young Professional of the Year from the Vail Valley Partnership. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, Kobe, how long have you been around? How long has Alpine Pizza existed?
I grew up here in the Valley. Left and went to culinary school and went to school for restaurant management down in Denver. And then I came back up here and have worked in restaurants for a long time. And then we just opened our brick and mortar spot January 6th this past year.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
so just over 9 months.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, I remember when you first came on and Alpine Pizza started going on 9 months ago, you were talking about the way that you do things is different than other pizza places. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I like to compare it to barbecue.
Yeah.
We make a certain amount of pizza for each day, and we just, it's a guess with a little bit of information involved of how much pizza we're going to sell.
Yep.
And so we make the dough for the amount for the certain day, the next day, and that's all the pizza we're going to have. So sometimes we do run out. We've definitely gotten better with it over time of guessing how much dough we're going to need for the next day. And stuff like that. And then we really try to use the best ingredients possible. We use some of the best mozzarella cheese you can get in the country. We use some unbelievable tomatoes that are only harvested once a year at the peak of ripeness. And then we also use all organic flour that's grown in Colorado. The grain is grown in Colorado and milled fresh for us.
All right, we need to back up. The ingredients on top of the pizza are one thing, but let's get back to that dough.
Yeah.
It's not you're rolling out, you can just make some dough, roll it out. You've got to do it a day in advance. Tell me about that process.
Yeah, we like to have at least about 24 hours of fermentation, which is the rising process of dough, prior to even putting it into our pans. And then that process takes another few hours to be able to let it rest and then stretch it and then let it rise again.
Yep.
So there's definitely a longer process there than what people think. It's way different than if you were to have a dough ball and stretch it out and stuff like that, like a normal pizza place.
Right.
Yeah.
So that is kind of the foundation of then what you build everything up on.
Yeah.
All right. When we talked about, I remember 9 months ago, how the inception of Alpine Pizza got started. Why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm trying to think here. In like 2019, the end of 2019, I was just cooking a lot of pizzas at home and then finally got the nerve to be like, all right, I can have some people over. So at the beginning of 2020, I started having pizza parties at my house. And I lived on Alpine Drive in Vail, and that's how it started. I had some people over for pizza, and after a couple cocktails, somebody was like, hey,
Kobe,
you should call this
on,
Alpine Pizza. And so I started Instagram kind of as a joke. And then once the pandemic hit and I really didn't have anything else to do, I started making pizza 3 days a week out of my house, just trying to perfect the dough recipe. And people would come and get it from my house. I'd tell them a certain time, and they'd come over, and the demand just started blowing up. It was kind of one of the success stories of the pandemic.
Yep.
And after about 8-9 months of doing that on and off, even though we went back to somewhat normal, I started really looking hard for a location and investors.
Yep.
And a year after that, I found my partner Dennis Foley, who owns Barton Yeti's right next door.
Yep.
And he's been a great mentor and partner in this whole process.
All right, so the viewers, where can we find Alpine Pizza?
It's in Lions Head Village. It's, like I said, right next to Barton Yeti's or directly across from Patagonia or Garf. So it's kind of in the heart there, just outside the Arabelle Square. And you can park in the Lions Head parking structure and walk down. It takes about 1 minute to get from the Lions Head parking structure. Yep.
Get right there.
Yep.
Perfect. All right, what are the plans? What's the evolution that you're thinking where Alpine Pizza is going to go?
I think once we get it dialed in, I would like to expand to a couple other mountain towns here around Colorado. That would be awesome and bring better pizza to mountain towns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody wants better pizza. There is no season for pizza. Pizza's year-round.
Year-round, and the locals love it. And we do the specials daily.
Yep.
So every day we do something different, something kind of out of control. We just saw the Euro pizza. We had that this past weekend, which is literally Euro on top of pizza, and and it changes daily or almost every other day.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on, telling
Absolutely.
us about what you've done in 9 months now, which is amazing. Congratulations, the award that you received from Chris Romer.
Thank you.
And the Vail Valley Partnership.
Yeah, that was really incredible.
We're excited to hear more about the growth of Alpine Pizza and see what we can do to help increase your business.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Well, you're welcome. We'll be back soon with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
The mountains are a place for adventure and a space for renewal. Enjoy our cozy piece of the mountain. Relax and reset in total tranquility after any adventure. We offer therapeutic massage and restorative facials with some of the best remedies and techniques nature has to offer. Ask about our Hydrofacial MD facial system that uses patented technology to extract and infuse the skin. Our locally owned boutique spa is located inside the Highline Vail. Nourish your mind and body. Discover true Vail at Après Massage and Facials.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Think Big features top kid inventors who face off against each other to see who can come up with the most innovative and creative invention. And Think Big, kids acquire and showcase their skills in creativity, science, marketing, design, and don't forget, teamwork. Check your local listings and watch the world's most innovative kids. They create and invent new toys, games, websites, and new modes of transportation. Tune in to Think Big.
Hi, I'm Maddie Evans.
I'm Blake O'Rulian.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then we've got you covered in 4 great mountain towns: Park City, Utah, Vail, Colorado, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and Reno, Tahoe.
You can tune in at Park City TV, TV8 Vail, or thescoreboardnation.com. We'll see you there every day at 6:30 p.m.
Good morning, Vail.
If you need to get geared up for the ski season, well, Ski Town All-Stars and Chris Pavone are the people to do so, and especially because we were talking about ski aerobics first thing this morning. He was going to show us how to do some, but unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be able to this morning. Good morning, Chris.
Hey, Maddie, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was trying to do some squats
I can hear
for you
you.
guys, and
Ripped your microphone right
ripped
off.
the microphone right off.
Do you need help?
No, I think
Okay.
I thought it was wireless, but apparently I wasn't.
No. Yeah, you knew you
I was
weren't.
literally going to do some squats and lunges for you guys this morning. Is that better?
Yeah, there you go. All right, perfect.
That was a close call there.
That was really funny. Really hard not to laugh just then as I watched that all come out of the corner of my eye. So, you guys had a great event over the weekend. Let's talk about how much money you just raised.
Well, let's talk about the event, Maddie.
Okay, let's talk about the event. It was a ton of fun.
It was a ton of fun. So this is our first ever winter stoke sale this past weekend. We had a sale all weekend. We had a little opera party with Dave Tucker. Had some sloshies and some drinks for the people.
And some pizza.
And some pizza. Colby made a ton of pizza for us as well. So that was an awesome time. And then Saturday night at Shakedown, we did our first annual Winter Stoke 80s party, and it was super fun. Through all the raffles and whatnot, we raised $5,100 for Colorado Avalanche Information Center. So
Which is amazing because it helps so much in the community, in the ski community, and just really in knowing what's going on.
Yeah, avalanche forecasting is, we couldn't do what we do without it. So we had no expectations. We had low expectations, actually. And I messed up everything.
It's all right. It's all so seamless. We'll just keep rolling. Avalanche forecasting.
Yeah, like for a lot of us that go out in the backcountry, go sledding, skinning, we check the forecast every day. So the fact that we could raise that amount of money, and kind of we had very low expectations for the event. And then also you helped me on Monday morning announce the winners, and people were like, minds were blown when I would, like, a couple people were like, you're joking, right? Because we gave away those K2 skis, the Blizzard skis, the Black Crow skis, all the Opry pack, line Opry booties, the thermic heated socks, which you wanted to win.
I wanted to
I should have
win.
worn a pair, actually, because it was cold this morning.
I know. Well, you guys are going to stock those eventually.
We'll stock
right?
those pretty soon. We got a couple pair in. We got a bunch more coming.
I need the small pair.
Yeah, we'll wear them next time.
Okay, perfect.
We'll have toasty feet next interview.
That makes my whole day so much better. Toasty feet is the best thing.
Yep.
And speaking of toasty feet, you guys have a lot of the line Opry booties left, but you're running a giveaway right now on social media. So if people missed out, they
Yep.
can now participate in a new giveaway.
Go to our, well, lots of giveaways. We have another giveaway coming up soon too, but I'll talk about that in a second. But Line Operate Booties, go to our Instagram. We've partnered with Line Skis, who's making these Operate Booties. You have to tag a friend, et cetera, do the whole Instagram contest thing. So at Ski Town All-Stars, it's like 2 posts prior to today. And then also we've got another giveaway with Fisher Skis. We're giving away a Fisher Ranger 102 Celeste. I think on Tuesday that contest starts. So we're just working a lot with a lot of these brands to just, get the word out there, increase the stoke. And then obviously, like I was saying, like people were like, minds were blown when they're like, did I really win? Like, are you joking me? So I think it's pretty cool to actually give away stuff.
And I think it's cool that you guys do such a good job of making sure that everyone can participate.
Yep.
You don't make your rules so crazy where
Nope.
it's like you have to be here
Yep.
to win this, because a lot of places do that and then a lot of people miss out. And so I think that you guys do it in the best way possible, and then you guys do just get everyone's hype level through the roof.
Yeah, I mean, we went skiing yesterday at Arapahoe Basin.
How was it?
It was actually pretty good. One run, so the White Ribbon of Death, but it wasn't that busy. The drive over was easy. It was nice out. It was sunny, so it actually was like a pretty fun little event. For me and a couple of the guys from the shop went today. I sent a couple of the guys from the shop on opening day, Arapahoe Basin, and then now it's like I just shoveled 6 inches of snow off my car in Westville, so it's like it's kind of winter.
It's here.
Yeah.
And so as we're gearing up for winter, what are some of the important things that people need to do to their skis to get them prepared? Because you guys have a full service shop.
Yep. So I think the big thing is, just making sure your gear is ready. I know yesterday morning I was scrambling. So I think, you never know when we're going to get a big dumping or you want to go in the backcountry. So I think the first thing is like, get all your gear out. Make sure it works. Make sure there's no holes in things. Make sure, like I was looking for gloves yesterday and I found like one glove of like 4 pairs. So just make sure you have your stuff ready.
Yeah.
And I think, make sure you check your goggles, make sure there's no cracks, make sure, you can see. And then the big thing is your skis, right? Like making sure, look at the bases of them. And if like me and I accidentally possibly on closing day, walk through Vail Village with my skis, probably going to go need to get them tuned. Sometimes you got to just walk through Vail Village in your skis on closing day. Just gotta do it.
It just happens.
It just like accidentally happens, and maybe my skis went in the fountain as well. I don't know. But, so basically make sure they're tuned, make sure they're ready, make sure your edges are nice and smooth, make sure your skis are waxed. And then the big thing is making sure you're swole, making sure you're fit.
Yeah. Which is why you were trying to do the squats before.
Yeah, I was trying to do lunges and squats.
And then you basically
and I broke
clotheslined
everything.
yourself. Yeah. So if people need to bring in their gear to be tuned up for the ski season, is there a specific time that's better for you guys?
No, but not a specific time. I just don't expect to get it back in 3 minutes.
Right.
We've got, we're trying to do mounts in less than 24 hours, which I don't think anyone's doing right now. We're trying to get skis back to people in 24 to 48 hours. So I think just kind of be patient. Most of the shop, we're pretty staffed up actually, but I think a lot of the other shops aren't even open or even staffed up. So I think now is a good time to bring in your mounts. We're doing about 4 to 5 mounts a day. What's the matter?
What if I have a ski that has a core shot right on the edge, but I have the P-Tex for it? Will you guys try and fill it for me?
I mean, we have P-Tex, but it's probably going to need a base weld or something more, or some epoxy, which Nico can do.
It might need the epoxy.
Nico's the ski czar.
Okay,
so we also can do edge replacements. So we're really good at the big repairs, and then the funky stuff mounting cast touring, which people don't even know what is yet, which we'll have to educate them. We'll bring it in next time.
You said that last time.
I know we don't have it mounted yet.
Okay.
Patience.
All right.
Just like having patience on your mounts and tunes. Patience with me bringing in the cast binding system.
You just get us so excited.
I get so excited.
You get our hype levels so real for all this new equipment and all of this new technology, and then you don't even bring it.
I know. Well, you know what? The roads are kind of bad, so I had to get here.
I know. We talked about that. We did talk about that.
We got to get here.
And so for skis, you guys have an entire ski wall. So no matter what people are looking for, something a little bit more carver focused, something a little more backcountry, something that's just a perfect all-mountain ski, you guys have it.
Yep. So we've unofficially been voted the #1 sexiest ski shop in the world on Instagram.
Oh, okay. I was
By-
going to say.
by me?
Okay, I was going to say
Okay.
who voted for this.
I did, but it's actually pretty stoked at how the shop looks. It's more of a showroom than like a grungy, like gross carpet smelly ski shop. And we've got probably the largest ski wall in the valley, and a lot of great skis from a lot of great brands. We've got about 9 to 10 brands, I think, as well as tons and tons of bindings. So even if you get your skis elsewhere, if you got a friend that works for a friend who works for a friend, typically they still need to mount them. You'll still need bindings. So you can come to us and we can take care of you.
Which you guys have a great binding selection as well. And then speaking of avalanche safety, you guys have some of the stuff to help people get prepared and stay safe out there if they're maybe exploring getting into
For
the
sure.
backcountry.
Yep. We've got beacons. We've got a few packs. We've got a bunch more packs coming. We should have pretty soon some T3 rescue kits. The big thing I really like to push is a radio. I think a radio is almost one of the most important parts of your backcountry kit. Being able to talk to your partner and being able to warn them of things and talk to them as they're actually skiing. And I think radios are huge. I think they're pretty underrated. So we do have full stock of backcountry BCA radios. So pretty much everything except for ski boots, because I don't like feet.
I don't blame you. I don't like feet either, so that works out perfect.
Yeah. But we do have boot heaters, which we can put in your boots. But we're not touching your feet.
We'll touch your boots, but not your feet
Yep.
here at Ski Town All Stars.
Yep.
If people are interested in coming shopping, maybe getting their hands on some of your great products, whether it's some of the OG products that you've got on right now, or if they want some new ski gear, where can they find you and what are your hours of operation?
So we are in Eagle Vail on the Green Mile next to Pure 13 Liquors and Big O Tires. You'll see the big open signs and all the cool. We still have some e-bikes outside. And we're open a lot right now. So like easily 9-ish to 6-ish. And we're going to be expanding our hours on Saturday and possibly Sunday and maybe even closing 1 or 2 days during the weekdays as well. But so for right now, Monday through Saturday, 9-ish to 6-ish. And then, but the big thing too is just call the shop, make sure we're there. If it's going to like snow, we're going to go skiing and not open the shop.
Right.
What do you want us to do?
You guys live your best lives over at Ski Town All Stars.
Yeah.
Chris, thank you so much for coming in,
Thanks
giving
for
us all
having
this great information and some solid giggles this morning.
You got it. I'm here to entertain.
We love it. Make sure you make your way over to Ski Town All Stars. You get all of your equipment nice and geared up for the upcoming season because we're only 16 days away from Vail Mountain.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to take a short
16
break.
days.
And when we come back, we're going to take a look at that local weather forecast, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Located in sunny San Diego, just steps from one of the most prestigious beaches in California. I'm Stephanie J. This is the Opulent Minute. Located just a half a block to La Jolla Shores Beach, this property has amazing outdoor space, which includes a large deck off the living room and decks off each bedroom. The jacuzzi on the back patio is perfect for relaxing in after a long day at the beach. I'm here with Andres, the owner of Dinner with a Chef. Tell us a bit about the services that you offer.
We offer personal chef experiences for any occasion where you're able to enjoy your guest while leaving the rest to us.
For more information, visit opulentvacations.com. The open, contemporary design, complete with marble flooring and modern appliances, make this the ultimate luxury beach accommodation. Opulent Vacations signature concierge service is included with every reservation. I'm heading down to the beach to soak up some sun. Thanks for watching the Opulent Minute. Book now at opulentvacations.com.
Good morning, Vail.
This is a live shot of Lion's Head first thing this morning, and you can see that snow is coming down. It's starting to accumulate on those rooftops. Unfortunately, it is not accumulating on those sidewalks because they are heated, but you can see on the roads that it is starting to accumulate, which this is really exciting because we are seeing increased chances of precipitation throughout the course of today. 33 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 43, 80% chance of snowfall. Now, the accumulation is estimated to be 2 to 4 inches throughout the course of today, but we are going to see that increase as we approach this evening. Winds coming out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see snowfall throughout the course of today. When we see those warmer temperatures take place, we might see a little bit of rain mixed in with that snow. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, though, the temperatures down in Denver are warmer than up here in the high country. 57 degrees in Denver, no real chance of precipitation. 43 degrees in Vail, 45 degrees in Avon. 80% chance of snowfall throughout here, and then a 70% chance down in Eagle. So increased chances throughout all of Eagle County. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 18 degrees is our overnight low. 80% chance of snowfall. 4 to 8 inches possible overnight. So a large accumulation overnight tonight. That's when we're going to see that winter storm advisory in effect is overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, we are expecting to see that winter storm continuing tomorrow morning, but then we are expecting to see that sunshine make its way back out throughout the course of the weekend. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to get some warm clothes for all of this winter weather that we have coming our way, make sure that you go check out Sun and Ski Sports. Kevin, what a fun show.
Great show. And like I was telling you yesterday, I was in Sun and Ski Sports, and they've got everything laid out. So all your winter needs, snowboard, skis, they've got all the winter clothing. So if you're in need of things, like Chris pointed out, make sure you got all your stuff ready because time's a-ticking.
It is. These 16 days are dwindling down very quickly, and I just started going through some of my winter gear, and a lot of it needs to be washed because you can tell that I was just like brushing up against my car a lot. And so it's that time of year to just get nice and prepared.
That's right. You're supposed to wash it before
I know.
you put it away. And then pack it with some dryer sheets so it smells nice.
You learn something new every day. Well, I'm going to do it in reverse. And that's going to be how that goes. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this edition of Good Morning Vail. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow. We'll be here from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. and we cannot wait to see you then.
Be careful out on those roads.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally